This Monday, the 8th of March, was International Women's Day, and I just thought it would be really helpful to share a couple of thoughts about what that means for us as women that live in this nation and have the opportunity to be heard and have the opportunity to speak out. There are so many women across the world who do not have a voice and aren't heard even within their own homes, let alone within their community or the culture that they're in, and that threatens their safety and it threatens the safety of their children, and in many cases nobody's speaking out or up for those women. No one's giving them hope or future or a chance to survive even. And two stories come to mind when I think of that from the Bible, and one is when Jesus meets the Samaritan woman at the well, and he knows that she lives in shame. He knows that she's a cast out from her town because of the things that she's done and how they've been viewed, and he actually tells her that he knows those things, and he says, I'm your hope. I can be living water for you. And she runs back after that encounter, and she's so full of joy and excitement because she says, come and meet the man who tells me everything I ever did. And to her, it's amazing that he would know that he would tell her that, and that he would give her a chance at life, give her a chance to have a hope again. And then there's another encounter, actually way back in the Old Testament in Genesis, where God meets with Hagar as she's running away from Abraham and Sarah. She's been actually a bit of a scapegoat and suffered some abuse in that family, and as she's running and as she's alone and scared and she's sitting and she's so distraught, the angel of the Lord comes and he speaks to her and he tells her what's to come, and she says, I'm going to call you the one who sees me, because I have met the one who sees me. And you know that God sees us. He sees us on our tough days, but he sees the millions of women across the world who feel like they're never seen, who feel like they're never heard, and he hears their cries, and he sends us who's got a voice, and he says, you need to speak up for those women. There's a really powerful story on the Compassion website. Go to it. I think it's compassion.org. There's 8 powerful stories actually of women in other nations who've got a story to tell, a perspective on life that's worth hearing. But one of those is a lady called Daniele from Brazil, and at the end of this short story about what's going on for her, she talks about her 2 girls, and she says that she doesn't expect life to be easy for them, but she wants them to know that they can be strong and they can be proud of who they are. And that's what God says to us. He sees us and he wants us to be strong, and he wants us to be proud of who we are, not just for us, but he wants women across the world to know that pride in who they are. So let's help them to lift their eyes to the one who created them.